I am Daniel Madison. Thanks for being here. I'm taking a little break from the manifesto, and the more I try and describe what it is and what it's about and what it means, the more difficult I find it. I think the ultimate explanation will happen once in the manifesto itself, once it's delivered, once it's posted, once it's out there. But I've been talking about it a little bit online, and I think the best way to kind of express what this is all about is to just read out what I wrote. I do write so much better than I speak, and that's all down to something that I'm always trying to recover from, which is a speech impediment, which has been with me for life, which is basically why I sound a little bit different to a lot of people. I try not to explain it because that kind of brings back the feeling in here, and in here I put a few Instagram posts up talking about what it is. So in a way, me having a break from it, I'm trying to reflect, I'm trying to kind of get my head around it so I can go back to it with a new perspective. And doing this and looking back at my notes on it and addressing and reaching out to people is kind of a way to... And what I think I'm trying to say is, me sharing with you my creative process helps me to create much fluidly, much better. So and Charlie's been helping me so much as well, my manager Teddy. Closer, our manifesto is almost ready. What I have planned will be my greatest achievement ever. It belongs to us, and I can't advance this vision without you. You know who you are. Stay close. The future is ours. It even feels good to read that, to be honest. That feels pretty good. Together, I do meditate as much as I can. The carrying woods, the carrying trees, where I go with Charlie a lot, is the best place to kind of find that disconnection and solitude, to let that kind of creative flower blossom. Together, I meditate, presently vulnerable to the intense density of the carrion trees, reflections of a manifesto, carefully primed to obliterate this current hesitant and shallow paradigm. A weight like no other, masterfully countered by an incontestable absolution that they will be with me, to share what is not mine, but ours. Together we do not create art. Together we become art. I don't usually like explaining these things, but a lot of people ask. Carrying Woods is close to me. It's where I go a lot. And I'm talking mainly in this post about the state, the industry that we operate in as deceptive practitioners. The state of that industry, it's terrible. It's a horrible, awful place. And part of my vision, a big part of my vision, is to change that, or at least to give you an alternative, so that you don't have to exist in a place that I existed and have existed for a long time, which is a very negative and horrible place. So I'm trying to kind of obliterate that, the current state. It's very hesitant and it's very shallow. The weight of it, I know what I'm saying, the weight of it isn't on me. It's not all on me. And I don't believe that I'm any kind of leader in anything. I just know what my vision is, and I know where I want to take myself, and I want to take my practices and my art. I know where I want to take that, and I know there has to be people out there who want to come with me, not follow me. I don't mean follow, I mean come with me, so we do it together, you know. Taming. I guess this is more about myself than anything else. Through the artistry of penmanship and poetry, we can express and deliver the impact of 10,000 words in a single sentence, to summarize and encapsulate one's vocation and existential purpose into a manifesto, no larger than a piece of paper, is a beautiful battle, and a war that will be won with peace and glory. I did lose my mind. Somewhere in the journey I lost my mind, and I pray that I never find it. The whole thing, this is no longer driven by dexterous practice. It isn't. It's something much more than that. It's a way of life. And I know that there are others out there waiting to belong, just like I am. I'm willing to sacrifice everything. I'm willing to sacrifice absolutely everything for for whatever this is, whatever this direction is. And I can't tell you where we're going because I don't know. But I can promise you an incredible journey. Manifesto awaits. I won't keep you waiting. Not for too long anyway. I've done it time and time again in my career, in my life. I've done it in my life. Whenever I get the feeling that, in history they call it the gut feeling. It comes from the gut, right? You follow your gut instinct. I've done that my entire life. If I feel a calling, and it usually comes from somewhere in here, somewhere around here. I know it's all up here, but it comes from somewhere here. Whenever I get the feeling and the calling and I hear that voice and I hear that calling, without hesitation I'll drop everything and follow it without hesitation. So when I'm asked about my religious beliefs and how I feel about religion, I'm an absolutely 100% I'm a religious person. Just I don't belong to any denomination that you know of. It's my own religion, it's my own thing. And as for God, do I believe in God? Yes, I do. I believe in God, and He exists up here. He exists right here. And so does the devil. He exists right here. I believe in both of them, and they're both me. Whenever I feel that what you might associate with or understand to be a religious calling, whenever I feel that, I follow it, and that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm trying to encapsulate and put into this manifesto. The manifesto will be poetic, meaningful, and I'm trying to put my entire existence, my entire purpose, calling and vocation into a piece of paper. And it is difficult and it's beautiful. The process of it is incredible. It really is. If I leave one thing behind in my life, it will be this. I can't wait to share with you what's happening after the manifesto, the direction we're going in. Our practice, the practice of deception, is no longer about that. It's so much more than that. It's so much more. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. We just found each other through deception, through the deceptive practices, through an art. Now, as artists, let's not limit ourselves to one art. Let's not limit ourselves into a corner. We are artists. Alright, let's use that. Let's create something bigger than us. Let's find something more meaningful than the terrible, dank shame that is the magic industry. There's something bigger awaiting. There's something bigger, and I'm going there. So if you want to come with me, let's do this. I'm Daniel Madison. Thanks for your time. I'll be back soon with Manifesto and an invite. See you next time.